boat CDN1 now turned UIM1. Rick, Jody Hollingworth, you guys put on an awesome show here in the Unlimited class in the overall standings. Came out hot in Grand Prairie. You guys had the lead. You lost it in Peace River. Gord took over, and it was his home race there in Taylor, which was a little bit unnerving. And then now you're here in Whitecourt, and you got the lead. How does it feel, you guys?
It hasn't sunk in yet, I don't think. But the last couple laps, we were counting laps, and Spencer took an extra lap on us, and we were going to pull over and said, well, let's just do it just to be safe. We didn't want to take no chances. So we had the flag out, and we said, let's just fly this flag high and be some proud Canadians.
It was a great week. A few ups and downs, but in the end, this last day was very nerve-wracking, but here we are.
A lot of the turbine boats this year run into some mechanical issues that they couldn't overcome from the marathon and continue racing. How did you guys keep your boat together this entire marathon?
We, I don't know if it was lucky or we were thinking it was bad luck coming into the marathon because we had about 7 or 8 breakdowns right 2 days before the marathon started, and pulled some all-nighters and put all new parts, pump, new shafts, and just every second race we were changing pumps and just wanted to make sure it lasted. And this high horsepower turbines, they wreck a lot of stuff.
Well, it looks like all those late nights paid off. What's next for the UIM1 team now? You guys leaving Canada here 2015. You guys got plans for 2016 Worlds yet? You guys looking that far ahead, or are you just going to soak in the victory for now?
Right now we're going to soak it in. We've got offers to run down to Lewiston. We'll probably try that, because that's where the Worlds are next year. US puts on a heck of a show down there, so it won't hurt to have one race before the Worlds, and we'll see what happens after that.
Chad Burns, Bad Habit U339, just finished the Marathon 2015, second overall. Really good showing for you and the Bad Habit team. How do you feel after this extremely long marathon?
Well, it feels good to make it to the end and finish, without a penalty, without any, major screw-ups on my part or major mechanical failures, so that feels good.
Yeah, you guys did have the longevity behind you. Is there anything you're going to be looking for a couple more mile an hour, let's say, to keep up with some of those higher horsepower turbines out there?
No, probably a new boat, if anything. That's probably the only way we'll be able to keep up to those guys. That 21-footer doing 140 mile an hour gets a little sketchy.
Quickest guy from New Zealand, we'll say. You finished third overall. Are you pretty happy with your results?
Yeah, look, very happy. It's been a long event, and we worked pretty hard at the boat, and yeah, it's just great to be at the finish line and be on the podium's even better, actually. So yeah, it'd be nice to be number one, but I guess number three's not all that bad either.
Ryan, you're always an extremely competitive competitor every time you come up here to Canada and run, no matter what class you're in. But this new U-Spec class had a lot of front runners, and you managed to come out as a world champion after all the marathon. Talk about that a little bit.
Oh, I mean, we came up here and we've been testing for 6 months as hard as you can test, and to compete with guys like Patty Stratton and Dwayne Thomas and Louis Rosema and many other guys, and we feel really, really lucky that we won, but it wasn't easy. I mean, we had lots of failures on parts and pieces and oil coolers and drive lines, but the boat worked really, really well, and it's neat that all the motors from these A-Spec motors are working out, and we're just excited about the growth of that.
A242, the world A champions, Mark and Spencer Rodecker. Congratulations, guys. How does it feel to stand atop the World Championship leaderboard?
Well, it's still a little bit trying to sink it in a little bit, because I worried about it for the last 10 days, I guess. That's what you think about the whole time. And last night at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was still worrying about it, checking the weather. But it's amazing. It's great to have it over, and finally the nerves will kind of settle down a little bit. We worked hard and we did the best job we could, and I'm just so happy and so proud of my son to help me out that we were able to accomplish what we set out to do.
Jeremy Hand, CX277, the easily influenced boat. You had an awesome run here throughout the entire marathon. Take us through how you feel winning the highly competitive CX class.
Well, Mike, it was a good class to be in. We started with 22 boats. I don't know what we finished with. It was probably around the 17, 16 mark. But yeah, I know it was good. We had a good crew. We had some good prep work, and we had some clean legs. The clean legs really saved us. Had we been up all night beating on boats and straightening stuff out, we probably would have been in a little worse trouble. But as it turned out, we came through a few clean legs, and we came out on top.
Nathan, how does it feel after all these days of racing back to back like this to come out ahead of the rest of the FX class?
Oh, it feels great, of course, and you know, it's a long run in the end, and it's over before you know it, really. It was actually kind of a surprise today. We all kind of stood back and said, wow, is this over? And it's just been an awesome time with all the organizers, and great event.
Dale came into this year's marathon hoping to compete in the unlimited class with a big twin turbo, big block, and it looked like one of the competitors to beat, but unfortunately before the marathon got underway, had some technical issues, just couldn't run your boat, but it looks like you're going to be strong for upcoming Worlds.
Oh, I sure hope so. The boat was looking strong, acting strong. It was just coming around good, and we had something come apart internally. I don't know what it is yet, but hopefully be fixed and all ready for the Lewiston race this fall and for the U.S. race next year.
Brian, from your perspective, how did the race go? Is anything that stood out in your mind, or was the race pretty smooth sailing?
The race went over really good. There was probably the fastest unlimited class we've ever had in Canada's history. I'd say the world history, because there was 3 boats over 150 miles an hour, and probably 6 over 140 miles an hour. A good number of boats finished, better than 2011. We had 39 boats, I think, finish the race, which was really, really good. And 52 started. It went over really good.
Brian, from your perspective as an ex-racer, you've been around jet boat racing a long time. Are you surprised to see this amount of unlimited boats show up in a turbine class, going those speeds? I mean, where does the sport go from here in your perspective?
I was really happy to see that many turbines, but I was especially happy to see Spencer open his up in the circuit race and kept Ricky back. He was really putting it on just to show the old piston engines are still out there.
Yeah, and he's referring to Spencer King, longtime world champion, who's running a twin turbo big block Mercury offshore kind of racing traditionally motor, but cranked up to about 1,500 horse in numbers I heard.
It could be. He seemed to be going faster each day. He took it easy at the start and then kept coming on a little stronger. He had some bad luck in Taylor when he picked up gravel on the start line. He lost a few minutes. But other than that, he was coming on strong throughout the week.
Well, Brian, congratulations on an awesome run, World Marathon. I think racers, organizers, volunteers, and everyone can agree that it was an extremely smooth event and well competed for sure.
Thank you very much.